Hello everyone, this is roblox Gamer 47 here with another video for you guys today. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your very own game on Roblox. And you could potentially earn a lot of Robux from this. So, what you're going to need to do is we're going to need to come up with the premise of the simulator. So, I'm going to make a cylinder here, and I'm going to rotate it to the surface here, and I'm going to make like a little wand. And I kind of want to make it like that, and then I'm just going to grab a mesh head. So as you can see, we have just this head. Oh, I'm good. So, we're going to insert a part here, and then I'm going to add a special mesh to it. Between that, and then make sure the mesh type is head, and then just like that, we have a head here. Now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold shift and scale up on a few of these axes or whatever you call it, and then just like that, we have a little like head wand thing. So I'm gonna scale this down, and then I'm gonna grab a oh my goodness, oh my goodness, that is ugly. Okay, so and you want to go to images. I'm just gonna make I'm just gonna look for a face here. Okay, so the what? Oh, okay, so we have this here. Oh no, that's not what we want to do. So let's remove that, and let's add this thing here. I'm gonna select both of these and make them smooth plastic, not brick, smooth plastic, and I'll just scale this down a little bit. And then just like that, we have like a little wand here. Now, all we need to do is we need to name this part handle with a capital H. And now you'll notice that we have a handle here on our character, not on our wand. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to call this head, or whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to go to the model tab up here, go over to the create, and click on weld. And you're going to click on the handle, and then select the head. And then that will create a weld. And then you want to drag the head into the weld and to the handle. And then now, that's that. And then we're just gonna insert a character here. This is a little big, so let's scale it down a little bit. So, just like that, we have a tool. So now all we're gonna do is make a tool. So go over to workspace and click on the plus and select tool. And then we're going to name this tool starter wand. and we're going to drag the handle into the starter wand. So now, if we put this into starter pack and click play up at the top there, you'll notice when we equip it, it's a little wacky because we have an adjusted tool grip. So the way you adjust the tool grip, it does cost 5 Robux, but it's 100% worth it. Clone Trooper 1019's tool grip editor plugin. So you're going to want to open the plugin after you've installed it, and then click starter. And then as you can see, that's what we're seeing in the game. So now we're going to click edit tool grip, and it creates an object. And then you look over here, this is what the character will look like holding it. And then we're going to lift it up. We'll lift it up, and just like that. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to select the handle and the head. Make sure they're not anchored. Can collide false, and cast shadow false as well. So now, if we click play, we will see that we have a wand here that we just created. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to close that off. I'm going to go into ServerScript service, and we're going to add a local, or no, we're going to add a server script. But first we're going to add a folder, and we can just call this data. Actually, we don't need to have it like that. So we're just going to make a server script inside of ServerScript service, and we're going to name this data. And now we're going to do local. Then we're going to do game.players.playerAdded :connect function, and then you want to do 2 brackets and type player. I'm just going to put a capital P there, and then just press enter, and there should be this end that pops up here with a bracket at the end, and we're going to do local stats is equal to instance.new folder, and then not in the parentheses, but in the not in the speech marks, but out of the speech marks and still in the parentheses, and we're gonna do comma player. So what we're doing here is we're creating a folder in the player, which we're going to store all of our values in, such as the cache, the power, and all of that stuff. So we now have, and then we plant it into the player. So now I'm going to do stats.name is equal to speech marks, and you're going to type exactly what I type. Has to be exactly like this, or else it will not work. I don't know why. It's just a thing that Roblox did. And then now what we're gonna do local power is equal to instance.new int value. So int is just a number, and so it's a number value, and then we're going to do comma player. So we're parenting it to the player. No, we gotta parent it to the stats, and then we're going to do power dot name is equal to power. So now we're going to do local cache is equal to cache is equal to instance dot new int value comma stats cache dot name is equal to cache. And don't worry about setting the values, because we'll do that when we save data. So now if we press play in the top right hand corner here, we should see power and cash up there. So now let's get a way for us to get power. And so we're going to be using the script there. So we're going to create a folder inside of replicated storage, and we're going to call this client, no, client to server. And we're going to make a remote event in there, and we're going to call this remote event add power. So, and then we're going to add a folder, and we're going to call this wands, because I use wands. Just call this whatever the name of your tools. And then I'm going to insert a script into here, and I'm going to name the script wand events. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do we're going to do game.replicated storage client to server add power on server event connect function, not done, function, and then put brackets just like that. And then we're going in here, we're going to do player, comma, power, comma, what else? Rate. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do local debounce. Now first let's do local character is equal to player dot character. I'm just gonna go here and we're gonna do if character then. So if there's a character, we're going to add a debounce. So we're going to do local debounce is equal to instance dot new bool value comma character, and we're going to do debounce dot name is equal to debounce. So if you don't know what this is doing, a debounce is basically making it so we can't use an auto clicker or like click really fast and abuse it. But we're gonna make it very up top, so move that down a few lines, and we're gonna do local sorry, I had a stroke there. Debris is equal to game get service debris. I'm just gonna make sure I spelled that right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do debris add item, and we're going to do debounce comma rate. So basically we're going to pass the rate is going to be equal to the number that we want it to wait, and okay, let me try and explain this. All this line of code is doing is going to delete it after the wait has been done. So it's going to add it to a trash can basically, but and then it won't delete it till it waits the rate, but we can still put stuff after it and it won't slow it down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the actual like swing. Oh, and we also need to do plus value. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do player dot leader stats dot power dot value plus equals plus value. So basically all this is doing is setting player the value of the power equal to itself, and we're adding it to the plus value. Sorry, I'm very bad at explaining things, but yeah. Okay, so this should be our script done. So if we load into the game, nothing will actually happen because we haven't coded it to do anything. Well, we did, but we haven't done anything on like the client. So as you can hear, I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Now let's program it. So we're going to go into starter pack, and then we're going to go into starter one, and we're going to call this local script wand client. So we're going to make this okay, I'm having a stroke. So what we're going to want to do is I'm just going to add a marker and we'll call this variables. So we're going to make a little thing here called variables, and we're going to do local tool is equal to script.parent, and we're going to do local handle. Wait, no, we don't need to do that. And then we just need to do player. A local player, actually. Player is equal to game.players.local player. And now we just need to add a little thing, and we'll just make that, just call it config, for short for configuration. And now what we're going to do is we're going to need to have local swing rate is equal to, I want to be able to swing every 0.75 seconds. 0.75 seconds. And what else do we pass through? Power. We don't need this here. I don't know why we had that. So we just need and local plus value is equal to, I want you to be able to earn 15 for this, and then we're going to go do calling. So what we're gonna do is we're going to select the dummy, and we're going to want to go down here, and we're going to name the animation clip swing wand. So now we're going to lift up our arm to here, because this is what, is that? Okay, that's it. So you want to move the right arm to be holding it. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to make it so we actually like swing it. So, we're going to move it down here. Just like that. And we're going to select these keyframes. These are called keyframes. And you're going to want to right click on them and click copy selected and go over to the 1 second mark here. And you're going to want to click paste keyframes. And now if we go here and we click play, we have we now have a swinging animation. So now let's click export, swing wand, submit, and we're going to click ID copied. And then you can just exit out of the window down there. Now, oh wait, no, we have to do one more thing. So click animations again and go back into your animation. If you haven't deleted your dummy, it should still be there. What we're going to want to do is you're going to click these three dots here, click set animation priority, and go action down there. So now we can now export it. So you don't have to change anything. Export and then copy the ID. So now what we're going to want to do is just close down on that, and we're going to head down to our tool, and we're going to add an animation object, and we're going to call this swing. And then we're going to set the animation ID to the animation we had. I just copied it. So now we're going to head into the wand client, and we're going to lower that down just a tab, and we're going to do local animation is equal to tool. Wait, no, is equal to character dot humanoid. So it has to be spelled exactly like this, by the way. So you're going to do character dot humanoid colon load animation, and then you're going to do brackets. It should go yellow. Well, just make sure it changes. It's a different color. Then make sure it's not gray or whatever. I don't know. Just put the two brackets, and then we're going to do tool dot swing. So now we're going to go here, and we're going to go animation colon play. So now when we click play, holy crap, 22 minutes. So now if we, what happened? Oh, I misspelled it. Okay. Let's try that one more time. One slight problem. So now, let's equip it. And as you can see, we now can swing our tool. And we gain power. In the next episode, we're going to be working on a way to sell it and the map. So, let's, I'm going to do some less stuff, and then I might record part 2. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more content from me. And this has been Robloxian Gamer 47, and I'm out. Bye!